Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. We have here today a 2020 on a 69 plate Mazda 2 Sport Nav. I'm really sorry if I speak a little bit quietly. The weather's just about to take a terrible turn. It's about to start raining and the wind noise is getting up, so I'll probably try and do the video a little bit quicker than I normally would. But yeah, 2020 on a 69 plate car. This is a Sport Nav, so it doesn't have the plus in the title anymore. Now that's the first giveaway to suggest that this is the updated model that came at the beginning of 2020, where they made Apple Carplay and Android Auto standard, updated the headlight clusters, changed a couple of bits with regards to the rear brake lights. I think they went to LEDs, and changed the style of the alloy wheels. If you've been looking for a Mazda 2 for a while, you will notice this car doesn't have front fog lights, and that's because those are now built into the headlight cluster. That was part of the update they did. And it is finished in a colour called jet black. It's a really nice Mazda colour. It's very difficult with a black car to often make them look very shiny and give it that wet gloss depth of shine to the paint. But this car's been looked after so beautifully. It's literally been washed and hoovered this afternoon. We haven't had a chance to polish it yet, and it looks as good as it does now. So it's had a very easy life. It was sold by us from new, and the customer in question actually took delivery of a newer Mazda 2 today, and they're on like a 3-year PCP finance renewal cycle, and with the way that used car values are at the moment and new car offers are, they're in a position to change the car a little bit earlier. So this vehicle has just hit 2.5 years old. I think it's something like 2 years 6 months, something like that. It was either a January or February registered car, and has a service record with ourselves. It's going to be serviced before it leaves us. I think it's due its second service now, and is in wonderful condition. There is a very small mark on one of the doors, which I will show you. We like to be transparent and honest here. It's a very small car park dent. You can just see the reflection of that white car as I move past it, which is very small. It hasn't broken the paint. We'll have that taken out. Other than that, the car is in lovely order, including all of the alloy wheels. You'll notice it's got rear parking sensors. I'll try and show you as much of the specification as I can in the limited time I've got before it starts raining. You have real decent sized boot, 60/40 split in the rear seats. If you're looking for a Mazda 2, always worth checking out here. They had like a weak point in the parcel shelves, and occasionally they do fracture if they're not looked after. Not the case with this car. The newer design alloy wheels, which you can see there, really stylish wheel. They are 16-inch on this car, and it's like a sort of darkened chrome effect on the wheel. Looks very nice, but all in lovely order. And this is another giveaway for when they updated the car to the 2020 specification, and they went for like a darker blue interior, which when you say blue you think, oh, it's not going to be very nice, but actually it's so dark it looks really smart. And particularly on the door cards, I don't know if you'll be able to see in the video very well, but you have this sort of textured material on the door cards. It looks really nice, very premium, and just a sort of subtle difference to not be the generic sort of charcoal grey or black, but in wonderful condition and looks very nice. You have a keyless entry and start. That's what the button on the door there is for. And that is the way with all Mazdas. It's a push button start. You just have to dip the clutch pedal, press that button one time, and the car comes into life. You'll notice there the car has covered 12,548 miles, which is well under the average for the year. Consider this a very low mileage car indeed. Has all electric windows, power fold wing mirrors as you'd expect. You can have things like lane departure warning, you can see there, the engine i-stop technology, tyre pressure monitoring, and a traction control button. Steering wheel controls for all your stereo and hands-free phone, we'll come on to that in a moment, and cruise control and speed limiter as well. There's a couple of things I'd like to show on the inside of the car. I actually brought my own phone and a USB cable with me. So when they made the model update to this car to the 2020 specification, they made Apple CarPlay standard. So I'm just going to plug my mobile phone into the USB connector down here. Now you see what comes up is all the icons from your smartphone. So you're able to plug your phone in and use all of these icons, things like Waze, WhatsApp, Spotify, Amazon Music, whatever it might be, fully integrated through this system, which is actually a really nice feature. And it's all controlled by Siri. They do have an Android equivalent of this. It's called Android Auto. You might have to download an app to do it, but if you've got an iPhone, you don't need to. Yeah, the system has voice recognition on it anyway, but when you plug your smartphone in, obviously your phone learns your voice, so it will understand you a little bit better, and you can use things like WhatsApp, Google Maps, everything. That's telling me how long it's going to take me to get home because it's done through my phone. But really clever system, and yeah, 100% a vital addition to any modern car. I will just come out of the Apple CarPlay screen and come back to the main multimedia screen. You do have an integrated navigation system in here. I'd recommend using the one on the smartphone personally, but that's a personal preference. Yeah, you have Bluetooth hands-free phone, DAB digital radio, and everything that you could expect of a modern car. You see here you've got a climate control air conditioning system. We'll just unplug that. Twin USB socket down there. This one with a little white phone here, this is the one that you need to use for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's just this socket that's compatible with it, so worth remembering that. They also updated this car to a 6-speed manual transmission. They were previously 5-speed before this model, and that does make a difference. Now, I did a video of a Mazda 2 this morning, and the previous owner had been averaging around 48 to 49 miles to the gallon. It was a very similar age to this and very similar mileage. However, you'll notice this car, and I did take a photo of this, has been averaging 55.9 miles to the gallon, which for a normally aspirated, non-hybrid assisted car is excellent. And car drives incredibly well as well. They've got a very willing 1.5 90 PS normally aspirated engine. Auto lights and auto wipers I was just showing you there as well. Just turn the car off. It has just started to rain, so I'm sorry if the car doesn't look as presentable, yeah, as I say, that's our Mazda 2. Sold and serviced by us from new. We know the car extremely well, and we've got to have that tiny little dent taken out the door. We'll have it serviced, and then the car will be ready to find a new home. If you've got any questions, please feel free to give us a call, or if you'd like to arrange a test drive, we'll do our very best to help you. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll hear from you soon. Cheers then, bye.